Hello everybody, Kerry, Shuck here alongside the voice of the Barons, Jim Byers. Now Jim, a long road trip for the Barons, but now they're back home against the Texas Stars tonight at the Cox Convention Center.
And it'll be good to be back home. First time since December 3rd, oddly enough, also against the Texas Stars. But a 6-game trip, 2 different sets of 3 games in 3 days. Barons with a win, 3 losses, and 2 shootout defeats on the trip. Some good moments, some not as good moments, but hopefully they can get back in the win column here tonight.
Now, losing a couple of games to shootouts, you played well enough to win, but then, you didn't get the win. Is that demoralizing, or is that kind of one of those things that they'll look at and then evaluate and just come back from it?
It's really hard to say because in the one shootout, they were tied in the last 17 seconds in Chicago, so they were very close to a regulation win. In the most recent shootout in Rockford on Saturday, the Barons tied the game with about 2.5 minutes left, so then you feel pretty good. I think it's almost separate issues. Right now, the team is really struggling in shootouts. They're 0-5. They've lost 8 straight shootouts going back to last year. They're not scoring goals in the shootout. They're also not stopping them very well. So that's almost a separate issue from the fact that you go to a shootout itself. They just need to win one of these shootouts, and maybe the momentum will turn back their way.
Now, one thing they'll have to go against tonight is they are losing their leading scorer, Linus Omar, traded to the Buffalo Sabres. How do you think that's going to be the psyche of the team? Well,
it reminds me of last year after the NHL lockout ended and the Barons lost most of their offense to that point. They had to regroup, rebuild the team. They're going to have to play more defensively right now. The goals against total has been up, and that's really a team statistic more than a goaltender statistic. They're going to have to get the goals against down and score by committee, which is something they did last year, and they wound up getting hot late in the year and obviously had a good playoff run.
Well, it's always an exciting game when the Texas Stars come here to the Cox Convention Center. Tonight is also Barons night. $2 beers, $1 hot dogs. Jim, we'll talk to you later about that. For Barons TV, I'm Kerry Shuck.